What if I told you that you've been betting parlays wrong the entire time, and that there's actually a way where you can bet parlays and actually make money? I'm going to show you exactly the wrong parlays that you've been placing and the reason why you keep losing, and I'm also going to show you how to switch that to where you could actually bet parlays that are going to give you an edge. Now, parlays are legitimately the toughest thing to get away from because everybody loves to do it. Why? Because when you smash a couple teams, player props, whatever it is, you put them all together, you get a higher payout. And everybody loves to get a higher payout. But the problem is most people will mash together a bunch of plays that have a negative edge that just compounds their negative edge, and that's why they always end up losing. So I'm going to discuss with you guys a typical parlay in baseball that I see a lot. And a lot of people do this. So what they'll do is they'll mash together. We're going to use an example. We're going to say a 3-4 player home runs. Okay, so they're basically putting 3 players together, and those players need to hit a home run. Every single one of them need to hit a home run for them to win that parlay. So let me show you what it looks like. Let me break down the analytical edge and show you the percent behind this, because this is where your mind is going to get blown. So let's say they have Bryce Harper, they got Kyle Schwarber, and let's say Vlad Jr. 3 guys that typically can possibly hit a home run, right? So let's say they put those into a parlay. We put all 3 of those together, okay? As of right now, when you put those 3 together today, as I'm talking to you, your odds of pretty much what it's going to give you for a parlay is plus 13,000. Now that's pretty appetizing, right? You look at that, you're like plus 13,000. That's insane. I put down $100, I could win $13,000 if just these 3 guys end up hitting a home run. Now let's take a look at the percentage though, for each of these guys to individually be able to hit a home run. First up, we got Bryce Harper. Okay, Bryce Harper has a 20 true probability to hit a home run. Next up, Kyle Schwarber, 26%. And then Vlad Jr. has a 5.5% true probability. Okay, now how do you figure out that true probability? It's pretty simple. Just go on the season. How many times have they hit a home run in each game on the season, and you'll be able to see. So 20% of the games, Harper's hit a home run. Schwarber 26, Vlad Jr. 5.5%, which is absolutely terrible, right? So the odds on this, like we said, are plus 13,000. Now, what is your implied probability for that? Your implied probability is what this number is right here, but just translated into a percent. So what's the percent here that you're going to be able to hit this 3-team parlay for these guys to hit a home run? It's 0. So not even yet. Now, looking at that, okay, this is where Sportsbooks, you look at this number right here, right? That looks appetizing. That looks like, wow, like $100 and a 13,000, like I'm doing that all day because I'm going to take that shot, right? I'm going to do that all day. But let's take a look at this number. Imagine if they showed you that number first and we're like, it's less than 1 chance that you're going to win that parlay. Are you still going to put $100 on that? I think it drives away people if they did that. Okay, it would kind of drive people away, and people would be like, I don't know, like that percentage, like less than 1% chance. Like I don't know if I would do that. So your implied probability is 0.76%. That's just one of this book's tricks into getting you. They show you the high number here. They don't show you the percent of it actually hitting or occurring. But luckily you're watching this video, so I can show you exactly how that works. But the implied probability for this parlay is 0.76%, a little bit under 1. Now, let's find the true probability of you to hit this parlay, because that's different. So the true probability is taking your percentages here, 20%, 26%, 5.5%, and we got to smash them all together to see what it is, our true probability that actually we have a chance for all 3 of these guys to actually hit a home run. Now, the quickest way to be able to find the probability of you being able to hit this type of parlay is using the Linemaker AI, okay, which is a sports betting chat bot that I have designed so that way it could help you do research literally in seconds and find percentages literally in seconds, just like this right here. I'm going to show the screenshot so that way you guys could see exactly what that looks like. But as you could read and see, we got a 0% chance of this parlay actually hitting. So what does that translate to? That translates to a negative percent edge, right? So take a look at that now. Now, when you smashed all these together, the true probability, the implied probability still was terrible because it was less than 1%. But when you smashed the true probability all together, you got 0.28%. What does that mean? That means basically you have 0 chance to be able to hit this parlay. Now, people don't see the numbers behind when they put these in because the sportsbook hides it from you, okay, and you're not able to see. But like I said, if you want to use the Linemaker AI to shortcut that so that way you could see exactly what the percentage is of you actually being able to win, make sure you guys click the link in the description to start your trial. And you could actually use this literally today so that way you could see exactly if your parlay that you're going to put in actually has an edge or not. Now, the problem with this is the negative 0.48 edge. You consistently keep playing stuff like this, you're going to lose money because you're playing at a negative edge. You can't keep playing at a negative edge. You keep playing at a negative edge and you slowly your bankroll starts here and it just deteriorates and starts going downhill, and then it ends up here. That's what a negative edge creates. A negative edge creates, you start at the top, then you slowly bleed out, and then you have nothing left. Can't play that. Negative edge is not the way to go. Now let's flip this, and let me show you guys a 3-team parlay of how you could actually do this the correct way, where it creates an edge based off of the numbers and the analytical percentages as well. So that way you could see where it is that you've been missing probably this whole entire time, because nobody has shown you exactly how to win doing this. So we're going to go ahead and stick with the same concept here. Okay, we're going to go with the 3-teamer. It's going to be player prop as well, but this player prop is going to be a pitcher under earned runs. That means runs that they're going to be giving up that they're responsible for. We're going to take a look at this. We're going to grab 3 pitchers here. So again, I did the quick math for you to figure out who it was using the Linemaker AI to figure out who has the best opportunity to go under their earned runs number, and I'm going to share that with you right now. So first thing is Robbie Ray. We're going to take Robbie Ray under 4.5 earned runs. That means if he gives up 5, you lose that play. Next up is Logan Gilbert. Take him under 5.5 earned runs. So if he gives up 6, you end up losing that. Next is going to be Parker Message, and we're going to take him under 4.5 earned runs, which means if he gives up 5, you lose. Now, what is the true probability behind all 3 of these? First, let's take a look at that. Robbie Ray, we got 90. Gilbert, we got 95. Message, we got 100. Okay, those are your true probability numbers right there. Now on the sportsbook, if we put all 3 of these together, what's going to be our implied probability that it gives us? It's going to be minus 320, which translates into 6% implied probability. So right off the bat, that looks a little bit better, right, than the last one I showed you. Payout obviously isn't that great, right? But the number looks way better. Less than 1%, 76%. Which way are we going there? We got completely lopsided ways here, okay? But that's not the interesting part of this. The interesting part is still yet to come here. So our implied probability is 76%. Remember that number. Now what do? We have to take these 3 numbers and wedge them together to see exactly what our true probability actually really is. So now using the Linemaker AI to find exactly what that percentage is going to be, I'm going to show you guys a screenshot again right here, so that way you guys can see what that percentage is and how you see that now we have created ourselves an edge, because what's the true probability now? True probability is about 86%, giving us what? A plus 10% edge. We just created a 10% edge on a 3-team parlay. You see how the difference between the one that I showed you before and this one, and the drastic difference that you make. Now you can see the drastic difference here between what I showed you before and this parlay. Where the one before looked like you're never going to hit it no matter how many times you do it correctly. But guess what? This one, 86% of the time, you'll be able to hit something like this. Which one sounds better? This one does, right? Let's take a look at the numbers that we're going to give you and compare that. So our implied probability, right? The number the sportsbook gives you is 323. Our true probability here should be actually minus 600, okay? That's what this actually should be from this. So the miscalculates this and gives you an edge. That's where you win. That's where you make your money at. Because now you have created a positive edge here, and it's that simple, guys. It's that simple, okay? It's the easiest way to literally switch your parlay habits, because most of you are going to do it regardless of what I tell you. If I tell you not to do it, you're still going to do it. But you might as well do it the correct way, because if you don't do it the correct way, you're going to be just like that person that I showed you in the first one, where they keep going for that lottery and it never wins. They never win the lottery, right? They'll be chasing that until they die. And next thing you know, they've never hit one. Compared to here, probably hit this one today if you went and did it. So that is how you create a parlay that's going to give you a positive edge instead of continuously giving yourself a negative edge. What did I show you in that last one? How if you start here, it goes straight down pretty much. Well, here, doing it like that with a plus 10% edge, you start here and guess what? You end up here, just like that. It's that simple. It's not that hard. It's just the numbers and analytics behind it. It's really just math. That's really all it comes down to, guys. Once you guys realize that math and the analytical edge that you need to be able to create, that is where you start winning, and you stop donating, and you stop putting that deposit button, and instead you're hitting that withdrawal button. But as always, I'm Frank with Linemaker Sports. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, I'm out.